Hello guys, welcome once more to my channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and don't forget to press the like button. This is my second video for today, the 29th of October. I decided to make this video because more information came out regarding the attack on the Russian naval base today and the responses so far taken by the Russian Federation. And also there was some misuse of um, I wouldn't say misuse. Sorry, pardon. I can't get the word out. I misspoke, or I should say. I wanted to. There was in one of my statements in the previous video. I wanted to say Russia and say Poland. So I will go back to that sentence and I will correct it in this video. Okay. In Russian Federation or the Ministry of Defense in Russia made an allegation today that the United Kingdom Armed Forces, particularly the Navy, has been involved in a number of what they term terrorist acts on their infrastructures or base. To some extent, one could give, it is possible to add some weight to this statement following a report in August. I think it was in the Guardian, or I can't remember exactly, but there was a report, I think in August anyway, when the United Kingdom it was reported to be donating some underwater drones to Ukraine, and at the same time decided or agreed to train the Ukrainians on how to use this underwater drone. What was stated in the paper at the time, or in the newsprints, was that the drone will be used to clear underwater mines, but we don't know. And at the same time, it has been reported in British press again today that while Circus leader Boris Johnson was in Downing Street when he was the PM, it came to his awareness that before the conflict started, when Liz Truss, the former foreign secretary, who later became the prime minister and later become former prime minister after less than 6 weeks or 7 weeks, her phone was hacked and the government was aware of this. But because it was more or less not reported officially in the press or anywhere, because they don't want to give they don't want the other side to know. This thing, well, there's a lot of a lot is going on because they are collecting intelligence on each other. Russia is collecting intelligence on some NATO countries. I wouldn't think all the NATO countries, but I suppose the main ones, really, depending on the backing they are giving to Ukraine. And I'm sure, and we all know, there's been reported issues involving British and American spy planes on the borders of either Ukraine or in the international waters of the Black Sea. So maybe that's how they got to know that Britain was actually training these people, or that's how they got to know that, okay, it was Britain that trained, execute, and planted the explosion that destroyed the Nord Stream pipelines. Again, this is an allegation by Russia. So how true it is, I don't know, and I don't have the means or the resources or the intelligence to be able to tell you that yes, definitely. But I'm 100% sure if this was certainly an operation carried out by Ukraine, most likely, as we all know, as has been said, the United Kingdom and the United States will know about it because the operational plans of Ukraine armed forces seems to be jointly controlled by these two countries or NATO actually or NATO as well as at least. And the Russians accuse the Ukrainians of exploiting the grain deal agreement to carry out this attack. It was reported that there were, I think, either 7 or 9 unmanned aerial vehicles and 7 or 9 seaborne um, drones, unmanned boats or whatever, and that they claim to have more or less destroyed all this, but I think maybe one of them got through and damaged a boat, one of the um, naval boat that was supposed to be protecting the grain ships, grain ships to Turkey. That was, because the grain has been, as we all know, the grain has been shipped from Odessa to Turkey, and from there it goes to other countries in the world. And as a result, Russia has decided to pull out of the Turkey UN-backed grain deal agreement, and they stated that they can no longer guarantee the safety of the ship that is carrying the grain. So right now we've got quite a few of these merchant ships that are stuck at Odessa ship. The Turkish government is saying they have not been officially notified or formally notified, but I suppose they will be telling them that, and they might make an agreement between Turkey and Russia to allow those merchant ships that are carrying grains that's already in Odessa to return back to Turkey. Okay, I think I'm gonna make it really short, like I said. And one thing, my last video, which I wanted to correct, I'm not sure if I did already, was I said in my previous video that Poland involvement or support for Ukraine is not because of their love for Russia. That was an error. It should be not because of their love for Ukraine, but because of their dislike for Russia. Not everyone in Poland is suffering from Russophobia, but certainly a large percentage of the people or Polish of the people do have some sort of anti-Russia feeling, and that's why the government of the country has been very, very vocal and one of the most hawkish members of NATO. Okay, now I'm gonna do like my what I would call ongo or jester of the day. Jester. The jester of today is gonna be the Labour leader, the leader of opposition in Great Britain, Keir Starmer. He was quoted to have said, "Britain does not need a comedian as PM. Britain does not need a comedian as PM." That was the quote given by. That was the statement given by Keir Starmer. I suspect it was referring to the Conservatives because, like me say, we got a revolving door here. It's been a revolving door of different leaders. We've asked many chancellors and how many? Three prime ministers in less than 2 months. So it's been a circus anyway. So what I mean by is a gesture of the day is because even though he said Britain doesn't need a comedian as prime minister, he is very supportive of a comedian in another country, a comedian president of Ukraine. But in Britain, no, we don't want a comedian. We want someone serious and knows what he's doing. Someone that, I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me once again. And then if you have not subscribed, please do. And don't forget to press the like button. Thank you and have a good day, a good evening, a good morning.